let me tell you about nutrition. It's one of the most important things you can have. A lot of people underestimate it, and that's what I think in reality causes a lot of people to fail on self-improvement, is they put all the thinking and work into gym, like meditating, all of this, right? But they're not going to be optimized. It's like you can put the best driver in any car, right? But if the car's not optimized, it's not going to go as fast as it should, right? If you've got like a wheel half scraped off, the wings come off, one of the engine cylinders is like working at like half capacity. Like that's what you're gonna be a dinged up car if you're not eating properly. So yeah, you can still win some races, but you're not gonna get to the top. You're not gonna win the Grand Prix. So that's what I aim to tell you in this video: how to fix your car, fix your diet, fix your nutrition, give you all the cheats and the hacks that you can use to get that Grand Prix win, get to the top, and succeed in whatever you want. First thing I got is this little table here, and what it is the cravings that your body has. Your body has cravings. If it's used to junk food, then it's going to crave junk food, but it's not actually going to crave the junk food. It's going to crave what's in the junk food, which it receives from it, which it's used to. Because your body's very smart, if you get something in your gut, you'll know what it is, and your body will keep track of what it is. And I've put the unhealthy craving on one side, what your body actually wants from it, and what you can eat instead. And if there's a more variety of things, then I put it there. There is other foods, but these are the ones I recommend, because there's other foods which yes, they have the nutrients you need, but they're not beneficial, or they are detrimental in other ways, which you obviously do not want. You don't want any detriments. You want to be at the top. And again, that's going to be in the description, and you can just open it up once, and whenever you're craving a snack or something, right, but it's not like a good food, but you're really craving it, if you've opened it once, even if it's a month, a year on, if you don't delete it, if you open up the app on your phone, you'll be able to find it there, click on it, look through the table, see, alright, is this food on there? What do I need? What do I want from this food? Is there a way I can replace it? And through that, you'll much quicker get a much better, stronger mind by getting all the nutrients you actually need to run at full capacity. Like, you're getting the fuel for the race car, right? Whilst also not adding any extra contaminants into the fuel. For example, if we were a race car, this is my example. Now, first thing I'm going to tell you about is the thing that everyone needs to know. Don't, if it fits your macros, don't, but it's this calories, but it's this protein, it's this carbs. First of all, a lot of people have a misconception that fats makes you fat and you don't get carbs is good for energy, right? But you're getting it twisted. When you have fat, if you count calories, fat is 9 grams of calories, right? That's more energy you get from it. However, it depends what fat, but we're not gamer boys. We don't eat pizza and donuts. We don't have unhealthy fat, super processed seed oils, sunflower oil, stuff like that. We don't have that. We don't have to worry about eating unhealthy fat. Eggs, that's healthy fats, and you know what, that goes straight into your body and it gets processed and turned into energy. Alright, it gets turned into energy. That fat gets turned into energy, or it can get turned into, for example, a lot of fats, like eggs, cholesterol, hormones. Eggs are very good for your testosterone. And on the other side, carbohydrates, only 4 calories per gram. And the thing about carbohydrates is when you eat it, it doesn't go straight into energy as it does with fats. It actually gets turned into fat, like energy stores, on your body. Alright, do you understand? So and I can say this like honestly, like well and truly, I don't think you're gonna get fat from eating healthy fats. Like if you're eating beef, like eggs, avocado, I don't know, nuts, and that's your source of fat, you're not gonna get fat. Like I've been eating nuts every day, like multiple eggs, right? Literally like 8, 10 eggs every day, and the amount of fat in those eggs, like I should be getting fatter, right? But instead I was getting leaner, and I still am getting leaner whilst eating 8 to 10 eggs a day, having like 1, 2 steaks a day with the fat, red meat, lovely fat. Maybe I'll have some chicken breast as well with some fat, and in the morning I always have my nuts with the fat. And somehow I'm losing body fat. So I'm telling you this because I've seen people talk about it, and from experience I can tell you what I've seen that puts the fat on my body is carbs. So you can test it out yourself. I always say this: the best science is your own science. Don't trust what I say on the internet. Don't trust what Dr. Schuberman says on the internet. Don't trust what Einstein says. Alright, the best science is your own science. You can't disagree with something if you haven't tried it. Try it out. Try it out for a week, 2 weeks. I'm telling you, if you just cut out carbs, have healthy fats, alright? Don't cook with like seed oils, cook with butter, right? Full proper butter, not like margarine or nothing. And like full fat, not like smooth, easy spread. Like I want it to be like a brick of fat. Cook with that, right? I slobber my steak in butter, alright? It sounds crazy, hold on, like pause, but I still lost fat. Now, I'm telling you, do your own science, and obviously protein is the same as carbs, not in the way that it turns into fat, but 1 gram protein is 4 calories. Now, me for one, I'm not really 4 calories, but the protein, obviously, it gets turned into muscle and other stuff in your body that needs proteins. However, there is one thing which a lot of people get misconceived in this, and that is they think protein equals protein, but I'm not entirely sure what the word is. I've heard there's bioavailability, which is the word I use, and pharmacokinetics, right? But that's just a big word that I learned in biology, like once, like it came up in my paper. But what it is it's to do with the amount of something that your body actually absorbs. Like in those scoops of protein powder you're getting, like yeah, it's protein. Yeah, there's 27 grams of protein in there, but the bioavailability is low. Alright, maybe out of that scoop you'll get 5-10 grams of protein, like actually put on your body. Maybe, if even that. Alright, and for example, plant protein is different. Obviously it's different. Like, come on guys, why are we believing this? We're eating plant protein like it's literally green. Look at me, I'm not green. Why are we eating this? Why are we eating soy protein bars? Alright, look at your protein bars, look at your protein jugs, look at your protein shakes, look at all your protein stuff. It's got soy in it. 90% of it's got soy. If you got whey, doesn't mean, and I was talking about whey in the first example, and I'm telling you the bioavailability is still low. If you want to get protein, eat it from like real solid sources, unprocessed. Red meat, chicken, salmon, just meat, not processed, just meat, eggs. You don't need anything else. Maybe some legumes. That's the only recommendation, because I think legumes are that's good. Lentils, they've got lots of iron, for example, and chickpeas, as you'll see on the table if you look in the description, they are very nutritious. Now, a quick disclaimer about what I said earlier is I was talking about healthy fats and healthy carbs. Now, processed fats, unhealthy fats, seed oils, margarine, the complex, like, I don't know, fats that you find in like pizza, grease. That fat will make you fat. Alright, that's all it is. That fat will make you fat, and that's a fact. I didn't want it to sound like that, but and then processed carbs, highly processed carbs, donuts, pizza dough, stuff like that. It's not gonna be like healthy fat and processed fat where actually it's processed carbs that make you better. No, it's just gonna make you even more fat. Alright, so stay away from processed if you don't want to be fat Uncle Jimmy over here. Alright. Now, a lot of things which people do in nutrition, in work, in monk mode, is fasting. And not to lose weight or anything, but for mental, like, clarity it gives you when you fast. And one thing which I've heard and tested myself, and I realized, oh wow, it's actually true, is that your mental fast, where you're focusing, you can focus, isn't broken by carbs. No, hold on, it's broken by carbs, not by just like any old food, right? Obviously, if you have a lot of food at once, then your body's going to be breaking it down, processing it. But carbs, mainly, if you have carbs, it's going to break your mental fast, and you don't want that. So you can go throughout your day feeling sharp as a nail. Alright, and you can be eating throughout the day to get your protein in, to bulk in the gym, for example. You can eat some eggs in the morning, have a steak and some eggs at lunch, have a snack with some chicken breast and some steak, and then for dinner before you go to sleep have some more eggs. Perfectly fine solution right there. And throughout the day you'll be fine. Maybe after meals you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes of slower work, but nowhere near as slow as if you had carbs. And if you have carbs, it's a lot longer lasting. That's why I said for fruits, good for fiber, good for nutrition, stuff like dates. Literally have it before workout, have it before you go to sleep, have it before maybe a long journey or something. Have it where you're not going to be using your brain. You're not going to be using your brain power. You don't need to work, right? And I'm sure my audience is mostly men anyways, but healthy fats are super good for you if you're a man, right? And you're a woman as well, but I can say that, right, but I ain't got any proof because I ain't a woman. And remember, the best science is your own science. Now, fats, from nuts, eggs, and meats, unprocessed, proper natural, they're good for you. It's good for testosterone. Your body needs fat to make testosterone, healthy fat. And that's what you want. Cholesterol. People always yam about cholesterol. Yeah, there's good cholesterol, there's bad cholesterol. I eat 8 to 10 eggs every day. I'm not dead. I haven't dropped dead. People were saying there's so much cholesterol in eggs, you should not eat more than 2 a week. I guess I'm a ghost. But they're very good for you. Nuts, selenium, very good for you. Very good fats, very good for your testosterone. And very good for your mind. Because it's good for your testosterone. I shouldn't have to explain this, but just in case there's some people who are new to self-improvement, I want to be open for everyone. Maybe later I would find. Now, in my honest opinion, if you've got a varied diet, unlike me, you got your steaks, your chickens, your eggs, and some fruits and some nuts. There's not much more you need. Honestly, if you're getting the nutrition you need, going outside, getting the sun you need, every now and then, have some foods with good omega-3 to get that up, and you'll be fine. But a lot of the time, people focus on one food, and a lot of the time you'll see it's insufficiency. Say if you're not eating steak or you're eating only chicken, right? You're only eating chicken and eggs and stuff and nuts. Well, guess what? You're going to get low iron, you're going to stand up, you're going to feel dizzy, and then you're going to think, oh, iron, well, lentils have got iron. Lentils, they're very good. I love lentils, right? And they've got iron, right? I used to think low iron, alright, I've got to have a bowl of lentils and I'll be good for a week, and then I'll go back to having low iron and I need another bowl of lentils. What was I thinking? Alright, red meat, get the fat, plenty of iron. Alright, been eating red meat basically every day and haven't had the problem since. I've just got a bunch of frozen lentils in my fridge now. And final advice that I have for nutrition is honey. Very good for you. And I'm just gonna end now and say, if you have any questions or want to talk to me, or just talk to people that are on self-improvement, you can join the Discord. Links below. Remember to subscribe and like to see more videos like this. And right now I'm just going to go through the table if you want to go more in depth on this thing, you want to get it memorized or something. Now, hold on. The thing I'm going to say is that the reason this table is so like essential, and the reason we actually crave these foods, is that a lot of these things, like for example tryptophan, they're essential, but our body can't produce it by itself. Like tryptophan is good, you know, for it's mainly in infants to like grow the body, but you can also use it for proteins. Like it helps grow proteins, and it's not only you can get it from walnuts, but I'm just saying as an example, a lot of these aren't naturally made in the body. The body can't make it, but the body needs it. So that's why having a list like this is so important. Now, if you're craving chocolate, you need magnesium, which you can get from cashew nuts, pumpkin seeds, and dates. Like I said, if I go to a workout, I have some dates, like 1 or 2 dates before, midway, something like that. Alright, because I don't need to think in the gym, you know, just pick up the weight, it's that easy. Ice cream, you know that if you want that cold, like, feeling, you know, maybe you want some, like, really cold milk on a summer day or something, I don't know. Tryptophan, you know, I already talked about it, it's for growth. Walnuts, very good for it. Bread, it could be nitrogen or fiber, which your body is craving from the bread. The bread, which I'd say beans or fruits, you know. And I think the way, if you don't change your diet, if you have a consistent diet and you're just always craving bread, try fruits first, right? And if fruits doesn't fix the problem, you're still craving bread, then have some beans, but I doubt it won't be fixed by fruit. However, go ahead and try. Meat, nutrients, general nutrients. Meat have so much nutrients. Red meat, liver, chicken, like the fat in meat just has so much nutrients and vitamins your body needs. Like some livers in animals have so much vitamin like A or something that you literally will die if you eat it all. So that's just how rich and dense animal meat is for nutrients, which you can just abuse it. Like if you've got a superfood like some really good red meat or some liver, and you can just yam that down and get all the nutrition your body needs, and then you're set. Like your mind's sharp because it's got all the fuel it needs. Why would you not do that? I think it's a no-brainer. Next, red meat specifically, then eat red meat, and what it's going to be is it's going to want iron or just protein for muscle growth. Now, I'd recommend red meat like at least maybe once, twice, 3 times a week. You know, I get times are tough, alright. Not everyone can, you know, get some steaks. Me personally, I don't care about the cut. I just get like the cheapest ones and I eat them. Alright, I eat anything as long as I cook it. Next is sweets, which will probably be a craving of chromium, and you want to eat grapes for that. Like I said, before workout, before you're doing anything that needs thinking, because you know these fruits, they have sugar, which is a carbohydrate, and they have fiber as well. Fiber is good for you though, you know, helps with your like colon or something. Alright, fatty foods, pizza, donuts, like greasy food, hot dogs. You're going to be wanting to get some omega-3 or just like fatty acids, which are necessary for the body. Yeah, again, it can't produce it, so you're going to want to have some like salmon, which is what I've heard is pretty good. It says walnuts as well, so walnuts are also good. This research isn't super fresh in my memory, so I have to apologize. Salt, like salty chips or just salty food in general. If you want something salty, like proper salty, like some salty chips with vinegar, then you're either dehydrated or you have an electrolyte imbalance. So odds are if you're already drinking enough water, you just need some more salt, right? So this the thing that I'm saying, but getting into a routine with a consistent diet, but balanced as well. Not just having like same chicken or same red meat every single day, mixing it up. Add salt to your eggs, add salt to your chicken, add salt to whatever you're having. Alright, you need salt, and you're not gonna do very well without salt because you need it. So I recommend, if you're craving salt, just have some water with some salt. It sucks, but if it's really getting bad, just chug it down. It's not that bad. Now the next one, I apologize for this, I've got the same bind for the pause recording as go back a page, but pizza or like related foods, like maybe like I don't know, pizza rolls, like bread and tomatoes, stuff like that, cheesy stuff. You're probably going to be needing zinc, another metal, as I'm sure you know. Get it from legumes like lentils or chickpeas, like I said, and you can also get it from pumpkin seeds. So you're going to be wanting that. It's an essential as well, and your body can't produce it. If you want then like soda, but the fizzy sweet stuff, that's the craving you're feeling. Not exactly soda, but it's got the same kind of thing. Maybe you want some sour sweets. You're going to be wanting phosphorus. Yeah, again, your body can't produce it. Red bell peppers, I forgot to put that. Red bell peppers, alright, in specific, they are very high in phosphorus. Tomatoes and avocados are very good, as you can see the next one as well. You're going to want that. Donuts, which is kind of that sweet savoury, that donut flavour, you can get it on whatever, some like confectionery snacks. If you're craving that, you're probably going to need some niacin, and you're going to want just avocado. There's other foods, like I've said, for niacin. I look up the foods that have got this, give me lists, whatever. I look at the best option, avocado, alright, any day. The other ones, maybe you got some like dumb like fruit or some mint. Mint actually lowers testosterone, some other stuff. You don't want to, I don't know, it's a lot of these had like some things that kept coming up, but they aren't ideal, and the thing about, if you want to win, if you want to have the ideal mind, you've got to have the ideal diet. So I put the effort in filtering out, getting all the best results, and on this chart for you. And with this whole table is going to be in the description, so just go down, click it there. Whenever you're craving something, open it up and you should be good.